Hey, babe. Are you up yet? How are you feeling? I got a voicemail from the nurse or somebody to say that your surgery was finished. How did it go?
Oh, hey, sweetie. Yeah, I'm up. I woke up about 3 hours ago, actually. The doctor came and gave me a really long talk explaining everything like future surgeries and what my recovery might look like, but I'm free now.
I'm sorry I couldn't come to the hospital to look after you. I had so much work to do. It's not easy for me to get to the hospital just like that.
I know, it's fine.
So, what did the doctor say? The nurse who called me said she couldn't give me a lot of information over the phone. She said I should probably come and meet with the doctors, but I really don't think I'm going to have time for that. Everything is so crazy at the moment. Did the doctor say whether he thought you'd walk again? Maybe after some physiotherapy, you'll be back to normal, right?
Actually, it doesn't look like I'll ever get back to normal. Don't you remember him telling us when we were here for the consultation? He doesn't think my legs will ever fully heal. He said there's a high probability that I'll be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's a lot of nerve damage at the base of my spine. Those kinds of things don't tend to heal. You know, the passenger side where I was sitting was almost completely crushed. I was kind of prepared for this, though. I knew that's what he was going to say. But it's different when reality hits. It's going to take a while to come to terms with it. The doctor suggested seeing a psychiatrist, too.
So, what are you going to do from now on?
I guess it's going to be difficult for me to live how I was before the accident. We'll have to make some changes to our place so that I can get around in a wheelchair, won't we? And I'll need help with a shower and toilet and that kind of thing. I'll probably have to employ someone. I won't be able to drive, so I'll need someone to help with that too. Oh, there is so much to think about. My boss called, though. It sounds like he'll be able to make sure that I can come back to work somehow. Obviously not what I was doing before, though. The company will be able to make some allowances. I'll retrain and maybe I'll be able to work from home until I'm used to the chair and my new routine. But I think I'll have to kiss goodbye to my old career and start afresh with something new. I'm sure the doctor will explain more when he sees you, but I think there might be some stuff you have to deal with too. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a burden to anyone.
What? I can't. I don't think I'll be able to help with that stuff.
What do you mean?
I definitely can't look after a disabled person. You'll have to find someone else, Paul. Maybe we should get a divorce. I don't think I can handle this.
What? Wait, what do you mean, get a divorce? Haley, you're completely overreacting. You can't be serious.
I really don't want to be involved in that stuff. I have my own life to live. There's no way you're going to get me to bathe you or wipe your backside or anything like that. That would be so embarrassing. And if you're never going to get better, I'd be stuck doing that for years and years. Can you imagine me clipping your toenails as an old man? Because I can't. No way. I'm sorry, Paul, but I really can't.
Wait a second, I never asked you to do any of that. I'm getting a professional care worker, obviously. Oh, this is insane. You don't even care enough about me to listen to what I was going to say. You just assumed I'm asking you to give up your whole life to care for me?
It's not just that, though. You think you'll be able to keep working, but you don't really know that. What if your boss is just saying that stuff to be kind? What are you going to do if you get fired? It won't be easy for you to get a new job when you're in a wheelchair. You even don't know how much your care is going to cost, do you? What if it's so expensive that it's all you can afford? I didn't agree to be poor when we got married.
You literally said for richer, for poorer, but I guess you didn't really mean it.
That's just what everyone says at their wedding. It doesn't mean anything.
Obviously not for you. Oh, Haley, just calm down. You're totally overreacting. I can understand that this is a bit of a shock and a disappointment. It'll take a while to get used to it. But can't you just try and be a little bit more understanding? After all, you're fine. It's me that's going to be stuck in a wheelchair. Sure, I think it'll change some stuff about our lives. You might have to do more around the house. We might have to move to be closer to my parents. but I really don't think I'm asking too much of you. After a little practice, I'll still be able to do a lot for myself. I don't know if I'm gonna get fired, but even if I did, I'd figure something out. And as for my recovery, let's both hear what the doctor has to say before we make any serious life choices based on this stuff.
You're not listening to me, Paul. I'm saying I don't want to do any of that stuff. It's annoying. I just want to live a normal life with someone who still has the use of all his limbs. I'm just not suited to dealing with someone else's problems, you know? And I can't live without money. I'm too sensitive. If you can't earn money and you need looking after, you're just going to end up being a burden to me. I can't live with a disabled person.
Excuse me? Don't you know what you sound like right now?
Imagine me going out with my girlfriends or meeting new people at church. How would I be able to talk about having such an embarrassment for a husband? And if you're in a wheelchair, there's probably no chance we can have kids, is there? That's not fair on me, Paul. You know I've always wanted a family.
I don't know how you can go to church at all with an attitude like that.
You're no better if you're trying to force this horrific existence on me. I'm only 32 years old. I can't waste my life with someone like you. If you don't understand how much this would affect me, you're either cruel or stupid. That's why I need to get a divorce. You need to have the strength to set me free.
Seriously, Haley, you can't ask for a divorce because I have a disability now, and then turn around and call me cruel for not agreeing. You're being totally unreasonable. We wouldn't even be in this situation if it wasn't for you. The accident was your fault. You fell asleep at the wheel, and our car plowed straight into a concrete wall. It is totally unfair of you to start calling me an embarrassment and a burden after that. How dare you?
It's a bit late for you to be bringing that up again. Before you went into surgery, you said you understand, and I must have been so tired. You totally forgave me. You can't take that back now, unless you want everyone to know how fickle you are. If you want to blame someone for this, maybe we should blame you. We wouldn't have had an accident if you weren't always going out drinking with your work buddies. The only reason we got into an accident was because I needed to come and collect you.
I told you I didn't need you to come and pick me up. I said it was late and I would take a taxi home. But you got weird and said it was a waste of money to get a taxi, so I had to wait for you. But the taxi fare is barely more than the cost of gas. And now we have the hospital bills as well.
Well, maybe. But if I didn't pick you up, you might have just decided to go home with one of those ugly women you work with.
What are you talking about? I would never do anything like that. You're being ridiculous.
There's no reason for you to blame me for this. And my car is ruined too, so you're not the only one who has lost something. I haven't done anything wrong.
You really think that's true?
Anyway, it doesn't change the fact that I've got no intention of looking after you for the rest of our lives. I'll go and get the divorce papers, so all you need to do is sign them and file them. I'll move my stuff out as soon as I can.
Just a second. You can't just ask for a divorce and expect it to be that easy. We need to sit down and talk about it properly.
Well, it's already decided. Your lawyer can sit down and talk to my lawyer about it if you want, but I'm not talking to you anymore. You can get your parents or someone to look after you when you get out of the hospital. Bye, Paul. Have a nice life. Actually, I don't care. Have a whatever life as long as I'm not in it. You haven't changed your number, right? Why did you ignore me this evening? I even waved and shouted at you.
Oh, was that you? I was afraid it was. It sounded like you, but you looked completely different, so I wasn't sure.
I recognized you immediately. It wasn't difficult, though. There was something short and skinny in the middle of a group of businessmen. I thought there's only one wheelchair user I know. It must be you. And it was. How are you getting on with it? I guess you must have gotten used to being disabled by now. Are you good at using the chair? I bet you play wheelchair basketball or something like that, don't you?
Not that it's any of your business, but I actually do enjoy the occasional game of wheelchair tennis. Yeah, I'm used to it. You've changed quite a lot, haven't you? Your clothes look different. Your face looks a little different too. Are you getting Botox or something? And I noticed your stomach. I guess you must have gotten remarried.
Actually, we're not married yet, but we've been living together for about 6 months. We're planning on getting married after the baby is born. I don't want to be pregnant in my wedding photos.
Oh, that's nice. I'm happy for you. That's what you always wanted, wasn't it? A family.
I'm so happy right now. I probably shouldn't say this, but I think I made the right choice divorcing you when you can't walk regularly. Don't you think? I expect you can't get a promotion and you just end up with all the odd jobs that no one else really wants. Are you making enough money to get by? It definitely looked like you were on the bottom of the pile surrounded by all those smart-looking businessmen. My boyfriend earns about $800,000 a year. He's so smart. I bet you can't beat that.
Why would you just assume that your boyfriend earns more than me? Anyway, are you just messaging me to make fun of me and act all superior because you have a rich boyfriend? That's not very nice. So, just like you, I suppose.
I'm not making fun of you. I just thought I might share our news and let you know I'm doing great. I hope you don't mind me being so happy. I don't want you to be too jealous. My future husband is so clever, you know. He works for Eastman Finance in the city. He earns so much I even gave up my job to become a makeup blogger.
He works for Eastman?
You know it, don't you? It's a huge investment company around here. Almost everybody I talk to knows what it is. If you're looking for work, actually, I could ask my boyfriend if there's anything going at his office. They might need someone to answer the phone or something. You could probably do that, couldn't you? I don't even know what people in wheelchairs are capable of. But if you call and ask for David Cook, he'll talk to you and let you know if they need anyone. It'll be better than not having a job anyway.
David Cook? That's your boyfriend?
Oh, do you already know him? I shouldn't be too surprised. He's really good at his job. I'm sure he's famous.
Yeah, I know him. Actually, he's on my team at work. Well, technically he works under Graham, who's on my team.
What? Are you sure it's not the other way around? You're David's boss?
Yeah, if it's the same David Cook who works at Eastman Finance, I'm sure there can't be two of them. He was hired about a few months ago for maternity cover on Graham's team until Jessica comes back. It's a fixed-term position, and usually we'd try and find someone a permanent position afterwards. But to be honest, I'm not sure if we're going to keep David.
What's wrong with him?
Actually, I really shouldn't be saying anything to you. Can you forget I mentioned that? The contract isn't up for another 6 months anyway, and things might change. He might turn out to be super productive.
What are you talking about? How has Eastman Finance got anything to do with you?
I left my old company 6 months after we divorced because I wasn't getting much out of it anymore. My uncle on my mom's side got in touch because he heard I was thinking about quitting. He said he was looking for a new director of investments and asked if I wanted to interview, and I ended up getting the job. I'm so glad he reached out because it's not the kind of position I'd ever consider applying for. I couldn't believe my luck. My uncle's company is Eastman Finance. I'm on the board of directors now. I might even be able to apply for an executive position soon.
You've got to be kidding. You're on the board of directors?
That's right. Although I'm still learning a lot, I doubt I'll be able to get a promotion this year. Maybe in the next few years. Anyway, this guy you're seeing, David Cook, I don't think he's the greatest guy. I don't want to interfere with your life, but like I said, he began a few months ago and has consistently been late since his first day. And after I leave work at night, I often see him and a couple of other guys heading to a nearby bar. I honestly thought they were going to pick up girls because that bar has kind of a reputation. Hopefully he is not cheating on you, but I thought that I should probably let you know. And he's not that good at his job either. I'm not sure how he even got hired, even if it was just for maternity cover. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to let him go before the end of his trial period, but try not to mention it to him. I just want to let you know in case he loses his job and that leaves you in a difficult position with your baby.
I don't think we're talking about the same guy. My David told me that he'd been working at Eastman for over 10 years. It can't be this guy who only joined a few months ago. I've been seeing him for a year. I'd know if he changed his job.
Maybe at first he was lying about Eastman, and then when he saw the job come up, he applied for it and somehow got it?
But he said everyone at work really relies on him for everything, and he has the best judgment when it comes to financial decisions. He said his boss is putting him into the management program and he'll get promoted soon. He has so many expensive watches. And such a nice car. He must be making lots of money. I don't think it's the same guy that you know. Perhaps there is more than one David Cook at that company and you just haven't met my guy.
I'd be surprised if he'd been working there for more than 10 years and I hadn't met him. I really think I've met everybody. If it's the guy I think you mean, he is definitely lying to you. There's no way he could be earning $800,000 a year. He's on the basic salary for new starters. Besides, there is no one at our company that makes that much money in a year. It's impossible. Even my uncle isn't making that much.
Are you sure? I thought it was a really successful company.
It is, but that's a ridiculous amount of money for one person to make in a year. Don't you know that? Look, as a guy, I can say that he probably just said those things to impress you so that you would go out with him. And have you even looked closely at any of the watches or clothes he wears? All of the brands are fake. If you look closely, it says Rolex and stuff like that. I didn't think that you were that gullible, Haley. He was showing off in the office, but almost everyone noticed straight away that they were fake. We make fun of him, but he doesn't seem to notice.
That can't be true. Are you saying he's been lying to me? I'm having his baby! I thought I knew him.
Oh, that reminds me. It's about your parents. If you're back in town, I think you should drop by and see them. It sounds like they're a bit hard up at the moment. They'd probably appreciate it if you pay them back all the money that you borrowed from them.
What are you talking about? Have you seen my parents recently? I don't know what money you mean. How are they suddenly so broke?
I'm talking about how the court found you guilty of driving dangerously and causing the accident that resulted in my injury and ordered you to pay damages. You borrowed the money off of them and then left town and they haven't been able to get in touch with you since. That's what they told me. If you're back in town now, I strongly suggest that you go around there and arrange to start paying them back. Where have you been this whole time? They said that you went traveling, so I didn't expect to see you in town. Do they know that you're back?
Why have you been talking to my parents? We got a divorce. You don't have the right to stay in touch with my family without me knowing.
I was worried about them. They're not working anymore, so I wanted to make sure they were getting by okay. They were so kind to me while we were married, and they went out of their way to apologize when they found out about the accident. I feel sorry for them. You've treated them really badly. How do you think they can afford to just spend all their savings to cover for your mistakes?
They're my parents. It's their responsibility to look after me. Besides, it might as well be my money anyway. I don't have any brothers or sisters. When they die, I'll get all their money, won't I? I might as well have it now.
But they're miserable. Your dad had to sell his collection of antique toys, and your mom is working a part-time job at the local convenience store. That's where I met her and I found out that you hadn't paid them back. She doesn't look well, Haley. I think she's getting too tired out with work. Parents do have a responsibility to their children when the child is still a child. But you're an adult now. You also have a responsibility to look after them.
I don't know why they can't just get by on my dad's pension. He was in the army. He should be getting enough to support himself.
Well, I don't know the particulars, but I'm sure your mom wouldn't be working a part-time job if she didn't have to. Why don't you go around and see them and find out what's going on and how you can help? Are you making any money from blogging yet? Or if David Cook is actually rich, maybe he can help you guys out.
It's not your place to start telling me what to do, Paul. You've always been so high and mighty. You don't really know David. I do. He's not a liar. How dare you try and interfere with my life like this? I bet you're even trying to turn my parents against me.
It was you that skipped town and left them to deal with this mess that you made. You decided you didn't want to help look after me, so you had to pay a settlement. That's why your parents are poor now. I didn't want any of this to happen, but you left me with no choice. I had to pay for my hospital bills. I didn't expect you to borrow money from your elderly parents and not pay them back. They're on the verge of losing their house, Haley. You have to do something about it.
Why should I? You're the one who accepted their money. Maybe you should help them out.
Your mom started crying when she saw me. Your dad is really mad at you. It's your fault. How can you ask me to pay? Your dad apologized to me because you caused so much irrevocable damage to my life. He said he was ashamed to have a daughter that could do something like this and then just leave without any apology. I really don't want them to go through any more difficulties, so hurry up and give them their money back.
I can't just give them the money. I don't have any.
What about David then? If he's not a liar and he's earning $800,000 a year, surely he can help. It might take a few years, but I'm sure if you both work hard, you'll be out of debt before you know it.
That's not going to work. You said there's no way he's earning that much.
Well, let's just imagine that he's earning a starter salary like I expect, and he sorts his attitude out. In that case, you guys can still make enough repayments to make sure your parents don't go bankrupt and lose their house.
What if I don't want to get married to a guy like that? If he's not earning that much, how will we afford everything?
You could go back to work when the baby is born. If you don't marry him, how are you going to manage the kid and your parents and yourself? You said you didn't want to be poor, but I really think it's unavoidable now. It's just a question of how poor you want to be.
What should I do? You're not married, are you, Paul?
Don't even go there. There's no way I would ever consider marrying you again. You completely betrayed my trust. You put me in a dangerous situation and caused an accident that put me in a wheelchair. And then you refused to take responsibility. Why should I help you out now?
I'll apologize for all of that. If you'll forgive me, I'll do anything you want.
I said there's no way, and I mean it. There's literally nothing you could do to convince me to remarry you and bring up David Cook's child.
It might not be his. There was another guy I was seeing around the same time. It might not be David's baby.
That doesn't make it any better, Haley.
But I promised to look after you. You won't need a professional carer anymore. I'll be saving you money.
I'd rather be spending it. It wouldn't be worth the trouble of having you back in my life, I'm sorry. The guy who looks after me now is an excellent carer and a really good friend. I'd rather have him around than you. And I don't need your apology now. You let me down and there's really nothing you can say to make that feeling go away. Honestly, I think it's your parents you should be apologizing to. You've let them down too, but they probably still love you and want to forgive you. We're divorced, I got the money I was entitled to from the accident, and I haven't seen you in 5 years. We're basically strangers now. We have nothing to do with each other. If you hadn't messaged me, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You should be trying to sort this out by yourself.
How can you be so unfeeling to me, Paul?
You think I'm the unfeeling one? You called me an embarrassment. Anyway, I'm busy. I have work tomorrow and I need to get some things ready for an important meeting. Don't contact me anymore, Haley. I won't respond. I heard at the office that Haley confronted her boyfriend and demanded to know the truth. He came in complaining that she verbally attacked him. But he also seemed weirdly proud that he had fooled her for so long. He obviously didn't realize that I was her ex-husband, which means she probably didn't tell him. I wonder if she was worried I'd tell him the whole story. The next day, he didn't come into work, and one of the guys he used to hang out with told everyone that he ran away while Haley was sleeping. Apparently, she also found out that the house and the car that she thought were his were actually both rentals. So she screamed at him all night until she fell asleep, and he snuck out with her jewelry and a couple of designer handbags. Probably the ones I bought her when we were dating. I think she moved back in with her parents after that. They sold their house and moved into a small apartment to free up some money. After the baby was born, Haley went back to work. She used to be a pretty good saleswoman, but I'm not sure if that'll be enough to feed 4 people. Obviously, money is still pretty tight because I still see her mom working in the convenience store sometimes. She says Haley works night and day, but I don't know what that means. Whatever she's doing, I'm glad she's finally paying her parents back. And hopefully she's learned to value other people a little bit more, especially people who don't lie to her and steal her stuff. David Cook never came back to work again, and he got fired automatically after a week of unexplained absence. These days, I'm not even convinced David Cook is his real name. I think Haley and her parents are looking after the baby together for now, but Haley's mom is talking about putting it up for adoption. I'd feel sorry for it, but I wouldn't blame them. I imagine having a newborn baby in a tiny apartment must be really hard. I wonder if Haley had just ignored me when she saw me in the street. Maybe she wouldn't be having such a hard time now. But she saw me and she just had to try and rub my nose in it. Then when she found out the truth about her boyfriend, she just had to confront him. She can never just let something go, and I guess that's why she always ends up in trouble. If she just let me take a taxi home that night, who knows where we would be now? But from now on, I want her to work hard and try to live a quiet and respectful life. As for me, I'm just enjoying my new job. I still have so much to learn here, and I think I have a pretty bright future ahead, despite my difficulties. I hope I'll be able to repay some of the people who've helped me out when I needed them by never giving up on my goals.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. See you next time.
Why are you such an idiot? Why are you always asking me to do stupid things like this?
Stop moaning, please. You know I can't stand it when you moan.
Why are you asking people to go out in the cold just for you? You think we want to go out when it's this cold? If you want some alcohol to drink, then why don't you go to the shop and get it yourself? It's -17 out there. We don't want to be going out there to help you. The hills are really steep too, and it's no good with all the snow on the ground. It's a bit dangerous. There is a shop down there, and if you want to use it, then I suggest you go there yourself.
Please shut up. I don't want to hear what you have to say. You never say anything useful.
If you want something, then go and buy it yourself. It won't take you long, and you might get some exercise while you're doing it. It's too cold for me to go out and do things for you. I'm not going to be doing it.
You usually do this for me, so why won't you do it now?
You should do it. If you want something, then do it yourself. Are you even human? Do you even care about the other members in this house? Why are you doing this? Why do you do this all the time? I'm sick of it all.
Shut up, you stupid woman, and stop moaning. If you're not going to say something useful, then don't talk.
You can't boss me around and tell me what to do all the time. I have my child to care for, and I don't have time to be doing these things for you because you can't be bothered. You need to learn to do your own stuff.
Whatever. You say this, but then you'll do it for me. I know I'm the only thing in your life, and you've got nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do? Is that what you think about me? I have many other things to do. How could you say such a stupid thing? Is that really what you think? You think I've got nothing better to do? What a joke. I don't even need you in my life. I could walk out now and find someone else very quickly. I don't even want to be here with you. You're a loser and you don't do anything useful.
This is an ass house. You're lucky to be living here. There's a lot of rooms and plenty of space.
What are you talking about? This is not a nice place to live. It's average at best. I want to live somewhere nicer than this. I deserve better. When I was young, I lived in a nice house, and now I'm down here with you. This is so bad for me. What did I do wrong to deserve this?
This is a really nice house, and you should be happy about that. Where would you be if it wasn't for me?
I'd be doing something better. I've been working at the same place for 15 years now. This experience has made me feel so bad about my life. Why should I have to do this? Why should I have to live a life like this?
Shut up!
Why did you make me live a life like this? My life is ruined and I can't go on. Why did you make me feel so bad about everything? You hurt me so bad. How am I ever going to recover from this awful life? I don't want to face tomorrow. I can't go on. I have to live in the cold in this house. It's more than I can take. Then I have to go out there to buy you alcohol. Why should I do that?
I can't stand you anymore. All you do is complain about everything.
Don't hit me.
Then be quiet and don't talk.
Stop it. That hurts.
This is how I grew up as a child. This is what I had to go through. It was really like hell to me, and I didn't like it at all. It went on and on like this, and I thought it was never going to end. It was awful, and I didn't like it one bit. Why did they have to argue all the time? Why couldn't they find a better way to settle their differences? It was cold, and they were constantly arguing and yelling at each other. In the end, they started to hit each other. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it got worse. The window ended up getting broken, and then the cold air came in from outside. I learned to be careful with what you do. Being angry can have unintended and negative consequences. I was really sad for them, especially my mom. I didn't want her to go through that. My stepdad was always telling her to be quiet, and she was always shouting. Why did it always have to end up like this? Why did they always fight? It was all too scary for me. Why didn't they think about me? Those memories of those fights and all the violence has stayed in my brain for the rest of my life. I can't forget about it, no matter what I do. It was a really shocking thing for me to have to go through.
You're nearly 30 and you still haven't been married. Is that right? What were you waiting for? You've left it a long time.
Mom, you don't have to be so unfriendly with us all. Why don't you ask a more sensible question?
What's wrong with me making conversation? I didn't say anything stupid.
You just don't need to bring these things up on a day like today. Now is the time for nice conversation.
Can't I talk about this kind of thing? Is it really the wrong thing to do? You're really getting old, and it's not natural for a woman of your age to not be married. Your parents must really be worried about you. What do they say? Are they pressuring you to get married?
They are a little bit worried about me. You're right about that.
I told you. You should listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I knew they'd be worried. It's only natural for your parents to worry if you're not married at a certain age.
Okay, Mom, I think you've made your point. You don't have to go on and on about it.
These days, a lot of people aren't married at your age. Age isn't the problem. You just have to keep trying to find someone that you like.
Okay, Dad, you don't need to start talking about it too.
You need to listen to your parents more. You don't like to listen to anyone, and it's not a wise thing of you to do. The more I think about it, the more I realize the kind of person you are.
Do you have to go on like this? Let it go, please.
I don't know what to do with him. I've tried my best all my life, but it's really no use. He just has a mind of his own, and he doesn't want to listen to me. I've got no idea. I've tried to guide him in the right direction in life, but there's only so much I can do.
Aren't you a little bit too thin? Don't you need to eat something more? You look too thin to me. You might not be able to have children if you're that thin.
Mom, do you really have to say that? You're not being polite right now. Can't we ask some more simple questions?
What's wrong with that? I want to know what's going on with you two.
I don't know if I want to get married to him. Is this the family that awaits me? What kind of questioning is this?
I don't want you guys to misunderstand me. I'm not trying to make you angry. It seems that maybe I don't really understand the younger generation. Things were a lot different when I was younger. I didn't mean to be rude if that's how I came across.
You don't need to change your way of speaking. These are important questions that need to be asked.
I want us to get along well, so I don't want to make you unhappy. I just want you two to have a nice life together. I'm just concerned, that's all. If you join our family, then I'm going to have to get along with you. There's going to be a lot for me to consider, and I want to make sure that things are going to go well. I don't want any problems, so it's best to find things out right now.
I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean to put you through it.
It wasn't your fault. These things happen.
They've always been like that. It's just the way they talk to people. They don't understand what being polite is. I've tried to teach them, but it's no use. I didn't realize they were going to be like this the first time that they met you.
I didn't think they were going to be like that. They asked a lot of personal questions, and I didn't know how to answer them. I didn't think they were going to ask me about money, but they wanted to know everything. I felt it was a bit rude, but I can get over it and move on. I can forget.
That's a good attitude. We can't let this get us down. We don't want my mom and dad to make us feel bad about anything. Let's just move on and pretend it didn't happen. We don't have to think about them.
I agree with you on that.
So, you really know a thing or two about drinking?
You could say that.
You don't need to listen to him. He's just joking. Don't take him too seriously. He likes to drink, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You just have fun and try to make yourself feel at home. You just need to remember to be a nice man and be nice to Wendy at all times. Try to make her feel as good as you can.
That's a good piece of advice. I'll remember that.
The worst kind of man in this world is the man who hurts a woman. Even worse than that is the kind of man that drinks alcohol and then hurts a woman. You've got to be careful around that kind of man.
Okay, I get it. That's right, too.
What are you trying to say here? Why are you even talking about this? Why are you even bringing this up? Is it because I was talking about alcohol a moment ago? Are you trying to say something about me? I'm not going to sit here and listen to this.
You've been drinking too much for years and years. I know all about it.
Mom, don't turn this into an argument, please. Why don't we just let it go?
I'm trying to have a nice time with Andy. Can I have something to drink? No. You don't even want me to have a nice time here with Andy?
You took your own daughter's school money to use for yourself. Then you took the money that was going to be used for university. Why did you do that?
You need to learn to shut up before something bad happens to you.
I've had to shut my mouth for my whole life. Didn't you see that? Didn't you realize what was going on?
Can you two stop it, please? Why are you acting like children all the time? Why do you have to argue all the time? It's so dumb. I'm really sorry about all that. I didn't mean for you to see that.
It's okay. That makes two of us. It wasn't fun.
It was really embarrassing for me. I didn't even want to be there.
Are they always like that? Don't they get along with each other very well?
They've been like that all their lives. It's all I've ever known.
Why are they still together then? Why don't they leave each other? If I was with someone like that, then I'd be out the door in no time.
I think they need each other. They depend on each other, so they can't really walk away. It's a bit stupid in my opinion, but it is what it is.
I'm sorry we have to talk about them like this. Maybe I shouldn't be suggesting that they get a divorce. I don't really know what's been going on, so I shouldn't pry into this. I should just let them be.
It's not a good situation. I know how you feel. I feel the same way about the whole thing.
We're never going to be like that. We're going to be a happy couple.
I hope so. I don't want to be like them. Always fighting and moaning. It's just too much. I don't want to waste my life shouting and screaming all the time. Honey, let me tell you something.
What is it?
There's nothing I hate more than the sound of people shouting and screaming. I want to be as far away from that as I can be. What are you doing?
Your leg doesn't look too good. Besides, I need to get the printer working. Sorry about this.
Then why didn't you ask me about it? You could have asked before you touched my leg.
Sorry about that. You don't seem to be too happy today. Is something wrong? Are you in a bad mood?
No, I'm not in a bad mood. Nothing is wrong. It's just another day to me.
You don't seem to be acting normally to me. You seem to be a bit sensitive today. Also, there's a hole in your pantyhose. You need to get that sorted.
How did you even manage to notice that?
I couldn't come to work with a hole in my pantyhose. I'd get that sorted out if I were you. What are people going to think if they see you like that?
I don't think people are going to notice.
They will. I did, didn't I? I've told you so many times that you shouldn't be wearing those anyway. Your legs aren't that nice. You should be trying to cover them up with a good pair of trousers. I don't know why you want to dress like this anyway.
This girl is really driving me mad. What an idiot. Why does she talk to me like this at work? Can't she see this is none of her business?
Why did you even marry this woman when she can't have children? She's got something wrong with her now. What is this disease you've got? Something wrong with your womb? These things happen, Mom, and they happen to young people too. We're just going to have to try and get through it all. Who does it happen to? Young women? Tell me about a young woman this happened to. Tell me! I've never even heard of this disease before, and now your wife has got it. She can't even have children now. What a tragedy. What a waste of your life. Mom, it's not like that. You're making such a fuss out of all this. I'd be happier if you didn't. How did you go about getting this anyway? What caused it? You must have done something wrong to bring this upon yourself. Were you not being healthy? Did the doctor give you some warnings that you didn't follow? You must have done something wrong. This kind of thing doesn't just happen by chance. It does, actually. It can be bad luck. I don't want you getting all angry about this. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to be supportive in a time like this. This is a hard time for us, but we can get through it. It happens to a lot of people, so let's hope it's not going to cause serious problems. I've never even heard of this disease. It didn't happen when I was young. Please stop talking like that and give us your support. That's what we need in a time like this. We don't need you judging us. I don't want to hear you talking anymore. Be quiet. What about you, Wendy? Did you leave your job?
I'm thinking about doing that.
So you won't be earning any money? You want to leave that place until you get pregnant? Is that your plan? Why can't you get pregnant in the first place? Is it because you've been drinking too much with your friends from work?
I don't even drink.
So what have you been doing? You told me you always go out with people from work. What are you doing with them? You also shouldn't spend all that time indoors. It's not good for your health. What do you expect to happen to you if you spend all day indoors at a desk? That's not going to do you any good, is it? That might be the reason why you've got all these health problems. Mom, do you have to be so nasty? You're not supposed to be like this when someone has a health problem. You're supposed to support them and try to make them feel better. She isn't getting enough vitamin D and she isn't getting enough exercise. That's why she's sick, and this affects me. She can't have any children. She's useless. You need to go and get yourself checked by a doctor and try to get this all fixed as soon as you can. You don't want to leave it too late. It's just going to get harder and harder if you do that.
I've been to the doctor and he told me it wasn't that bad. It doesn't even need surgery. I'm just going to have some medicine and it should all be okay. It shouldn't lead to any long-term consequences.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure you're going to be able to have children? I'm not so sure about it.
I'm going to start treatment soon. Just some medicine and a bit of monitoring. It should resolve the problem or at least make it more manageable.
How did you get into this mess in the first place? If I'd known at the time, I wouldn't have wanted you to marry my son. What a mistake.
How long is she going to go on like this for? Is she happy that she's tormenting me right now? I feel like I could cry, but there's no tears left to come out. She's such an awful person. How did I get myself into this? Why can't people be nice for a change?
It would have been better if you told us all about this when you agreed to marry our son. We just want to know what's going on and how things are with you two. You shouldn't give us surprises like this.
That's not what happened at all. I don't think so. What should I have done? What did you want me to do? You should have been open and honest with us from the start and not get us all worried like this. I'm trying to understand and accept what's going on here, but it's too hard for me to do so. I can't help it. I'm ill and you need to support me and be nice to me. We've been to the doctor and we're trying to get this fixed as soon as we can. Otherwise, there's nothing we can do. You need to change your attitude and try to be on my side with this. You're really being unpleasant and it's making me feel unhappy.
Why are you being like this?
What do you mean? Am I being too confrontational?
Let's go. We need to leave right now.
I've never known anything like this all my life. I've never even heard of this disease that you've got, and it must be your fault that you've got it. Why else would this happen to you? It hurts me to think my son might not be able to have children. I just can't accept or understand what's going on here. It's all too stupid for me.
You might need to leave your job and focus on trying to get pregnant. It isn't good to be at work all the time. You shouldn't be drinking alcohol either.
You don't want her to go to work at all? You want her to stay off and do nothing?
If it's going to stop her getting pregnant, then she needs to leave.
It's going to be harder for us to pay the bills if she isn't working. It's normal for women to work these days. If she gets pregnant, then I'm going to have to work more, but for now, it really helps us out if she works.
Can't you afford to pay for these things yourself? Don't you earn enough?
It's really difficult for me. It's so expensive to do anything these days. House prices are high, rents are out of control. Everything is going up in price and it's hard for one person to pay for it all. You guys need to try and see this from our perspective.
Is it too difficult for you? You can't earn enough?
Of course it's hard for me. It's hard for everyone.
You need to be more frugal and spend less money. You don't know how to save, that's your problem. If I can get by, then so can you. You just spend too much money on this and that. It's all a waste if you ask me. How can I go on like this? How can I sit here listening to her talk to me this way? I'm just going to have to grin and bear it. What are you going to do about this? How is this going to be solved?
We're working on something right now. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it will get solved.
Are you going to do it right now? I want this fixed as soon as possible. I just went away for a few minutes and then I came back and saw this. I just checked and it's been viewed 32 times. What are we going to do about this? You need to think about it real soon and get something done. I can't accept this. Hurry up.
I'm going to try and get someone here to fix it as soon as I can. I'm really sorry about this. We might need to do it again.
What's the problem with this anyway? You can't get enough people to do it.
We're going to sell these things and it's going to make a lot of money. You just need to relax and we'll get it done. These kinds of things happen. You just have to work your way through.
You better get something done quickly. I'm not happy about this at all. Can't I trust you to get anything done?
I'm going to do it as soon as I can. I'm really going to do my best to get this problem solved. Please don't be angry about it.
I don't care if you get it done now or later. It's not going to make a difference. How can I trust you ever again to do your job properly? You couldn't even do this, and now everything has been slowed down. You need to really up your game from now on. No excuses.
If you don't like me, then why don't you get someone else to do it?
What did you say? What do you mean by that?
You heard me. If you don't want to employ me, then find someone else to do it. I don't want you to talk to me like this. I can't accept it. You should treat people with respect.
You want me to fire you right here and now?
You can do what you want to do. I just want to tell you that if you're not happy about my work, then please just let me go.
You need to learn to talk to your superiors with more respect. I make the decisions here, not you. You think I'm not being nice to you? I'm just telling you what you need to hear.
I don't need you talking to me like this. You've gone too far this time. There's no justifiable reason for you to be so aggressive towards me. I don't want to deal with your bad attitude, so if you don't like me, then fire me. In fact, I'm going to leave right now. I don't want to work here anymore. You asked for this. Find someone else to replace me. I don't want to do it.
Wait! Sit down! Where are you going? You can't just walk away like this. You have responsibilities here and you need to fulfill them.
Oh God, what is going on here? What am I doing in this place? No time to play around here. I better do what she wants, otherwise I'll lose my job too. There's a lot of cars on the road today.
It's the weekend, so it's going to be that way. It can't be helped.
Hello, Kath. How are you?
Have you set off yet? Are you on the way?
Yes, we set off about 20 minutes ago. We're coming now.
Really? You did? Are you sure? You're not going to be late, are you?
Why is she always being like this? Can't she just agree with me for once?
When are you going to get here? 30 minutes?
It should take about that much time, yes.
Hurry up and get here! I don't want you to be late. I've called you over and you need to get here when I want you to get here. I don't want you playing around and being late like you did in the past. I'm going now. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. I really don't want her to be asking me all those questions again when I get to her house. I want you to try and protect me from all that. She's really a bit too forward with me, and I don't like it at all.
I'll try to stop her from being like that. She can get a bit much at times.
I don't want to have to put up with her being so rude to me. That's no way to speak to someone.
I'm sorry about it. I wish there was more I could do, but she really has a mind of her own. I'll do my best to try and stop her from getting too much for you.
Thanks for that. But do we have to go and see her?
We can't go back now. We're on the way and she's going to be angry if we don't show up.
I guess you're right about that. But I still don't want to go. Can't you think of me in all this? I'm only thinking of myself. I don't want to go and see her. I don't want to hurt her, but at the same time, it would be nice if I didn't have to go. I'm really thinking about myself in all of this. I don't want to make things hard for you.
I'll be okay. It's not a problem for me.
Whose side are you going to take in all of this? Mine or hers?
I don't want to take anyone's side. I want us all to get on with each other.
I don't want to listen to her being rude and shouting at me all the time. You know how much I hate that. I told you so.
I'm sorry about it, but what can we do? We're just going to have to put up with it for a while.
You've come here to see your mom. That's really nice of you. I'm happy to see you again, too.
That's why we're here. We've come to see her for her birthday.
Who is this girl? Is it your wife?
That's right. You noticed that.
Wonderful. So nice that she's come here to see your mom on her birthday.
Of course she had to come and see me. This wouldn't have been complete if she wasn't here.
So nice you're having a family gathering here. I don't get to hear much about you.
Thanks, it's nice of you to notice.
But what about your daughter? I don't see her around here that often. What's she getting up to now? I've not seen her for a long time. Is she okay?
She's on holiday in Europe. She's having a nice time over there.
Why has she done that? Doesn't she have anything else to do?
What do you mean by that? Is that not good enough for you?
No, it's fine. I thought she might be trying to get a good job or something.
I don't want to talk about this with you. I've not come here to discuss my family business. Don't be rude to me. You need to learn how to talk to people when you meet them.
I think she was just being interested in your life. No need to snap at her like that.
You stop talking too. I don't want this to become a big argument. Let's just eat and not talk about all these things. I'm already getting angry. Anyway, let's talk about something else. This restaurant is a nice place. One of my friends recommended it to me. They said it would be good.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm happy you've brought us to a nice place to eat. I don't want to eat something cheap.
Are you going to be happy here, Dad? I hope so. I'm sure you'll be able to find something on the menu that you like.
I hope so. I'm lucky that you're thinking about me. I don't really want to eat meat this evening, though. I'd like to have something else for a change. I hope you have a few different items on the menu.
Why do you have to care about these things? Can't you just eat something and be happy? No one cares if you don't want to eat meat. Just eat something and be quiet.
I'm just glad that I've got to sit down with you guys and eat together. Isn't it nice to be in each other's company? What would life be like if we didn't have each other? I just wish we were all here.
We can't all be here. Now stop mentioning that. Don't. I want her to be here as well. And it annoys me that she isn't. But what can we do? She's gone away to Europe. At least she's having a nice time over there and she isn't bored with her life.
She isn't here for the birthday. That's not really very good of her. She should be here to wish you a happy birthday on this important day. Instead, she's off in the world doing her own thing and thinking about herself. If I were here, then I would have come back here at once to be with the family.
I agree with you. She doesn't even think about me. Craig, can I talk for a moment, please?
What would you like to say? Please, go ahead.
Your daughter is away on holiday, so she can't be with you right now. Maybe you need to forgive her for this and see things in a positive light. She's been with you all her life, and she needs to have some time on her own away from you. You don't have to control her and decide every aspect of her life. I just think this whole thing is a bit silly. Can't we all just get along with each other?
I'm not so sure about that. I can't even see what you're trying to say here.
If you treat her like this, then she isn't going to be that happy, is she? You're going to scare her away acting like this. Maybe you need to think more about her.
Is that what you think? You don't even care about the elders at all?
I do care about you, and I'm sure she does too. I think you're just making this a bit harder than it should be. She hasn't betrayed you or anything serious like that. Try to think of this from her point of view. Try to be a bit more forgiving with people. We're not trying to upset you, but at the same time, you can't come first in everyone else's life.
You think I'm not being nice here? You think I'm being selfish or something like that?
It would be nice if you changed your attitude a little bit. That would make this whole situation a bit easier for everyone involved.
You young folk need to learn how to be nice to the elders. You need to treat us better and put us first at all times.
Can I say something for a moment, please? You might not like it, but it needs to be said. If you remember, I helped you a lot last time we ate together. We were at your house and I helped you make food.
And? So what? What are you trying to say here?
You made a lot of food for us and it was really nice. You didn't want me to help you, but I did something to try and make myself useful.
So what? You think you can get an easy ride now? Is that what you're trying to say here?
You made food and we ate. I really liked it. It was really nice to sit down with you and talk. But you were also a bit rude to me and it didn't make me feel so good. I didn't like the way you spoke to me, but I put up with it at the time. However, it left me feeling down and I didn't want to come and meet you again.
But you're here now. I don't remember any of this. I wasn't unpleasant to you at all.
I avoided coming to see you because you hurt me when we met. You didn't talk to me very politely and you were asking all kinds of rude questions. I didn't want to go through that again, so I've tried to stay away from you as much as I can. I thought it might be better if we eat out today and then we wouldn't be at your home.
You should do what I want you to do. It's not going to harm you.
I'm not so sure about that.
You need to toughen up a little bit. The world isn't always going to go how you want it to. I don't think you were really hurt, no matter what you say now. I didn't say anything rude to you. I can't believe that you didn't want to come to our house, so you brought us here to eat. How ridiculous. Don't you think you're a little bit weird? You don't think so? Claiming that we were nasty to you and then refusing to come and visit us. Now you've made us come out to this restaurant because you think it's going to be better for you. I can't accept this. You're losing your mind. It just keeps getting worse. No matter what I do, I just can't get through to them. You've turned this whole thing into something about you. Are you the center of attention here? I don't think so. Stop trying to pretend that you're the victim. You're not. I'm just telling you what happened. I'm telling you what you need to hear. We could be so happy together, but you don't want it to be that way. You've really upset me many times before, and I just want it to stop.
Have you finished? Have you said all that you want to say?
I don't know what to think. This was supposed to be a nice birthday, and you're ruining it. You didn't cook me any food, and now you're being all confrontational here. You need to be more polite to me. You need to treat me right. I'm not happy with this right now. You've clearly got no respect, and you don't know how to talk to others.
I agree with her. You're accusing us of talking badly to you. This is complete nonsense. No one ever did anything bad to you, and you know that. You just like to play the victim, and you like to cause trouble. That's your problem.
I just can't go on like this. You guys aren't nice to me at all. I just want you to know that you can hurt people with your words. It would be better if you were more careful about what you say in the future. Last time we met, I was really upset by the whole thing. I went home and cried for 2 days. I didn't want to come out again. I'm not lying about this. You were so unpleasant to me and it made me feel sad. I've never said anything nasty to anyone in my life. I'm a fine and sophisticated lady. You just don't know how to behave around people. You're arrogant and selfish. You don't even know if you're going to be able to have children or not. What do you expect me to think of you in such a situation? Do you have no sense at all? You don't understand the situation here. What do you expect me to say to you? You're really not nice to me. I can't believe you're trying to deny it right now. You were so rude last time we spoke. How can you not remember it? You crossed the line. You went too far. How can you not see this? Your words hurt me. I don't know how we can go on. If you can't even see that you're wrong, then I don't know what we're going to be able to do here. Are you okay? I don't want to talk about it. I think I've said enough. I don't want to make this any worse than it already is, so maybe it's best if I just don't talk at all. You don't have to be like this in front of me. You can say whatever you want. I don't mind what you say or what you think. It's all okay to me. I'm getting a bit tired now. How about we stop for a while and get some food and something to drink too? I think a nice cup of coffee might help to cheer us both up. What do you think about that? Do you want me to drive? If you're tired, then I could drive for a while. No, it's fine, honey. I know you're tired too. You've had a bit of a stressful day. I'm sorry that I don't get on with your mom and dad. I wish I did, but it's just not possible for me. You don't need to worry about that. I know how you feel. I'm trying to make things better between you guys, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. It's a shame, but it seems there's nothing I can do about it. Some of my friends don't talk to their parents either. It happens. I know. I hope we don't end up like that, but it might happen. We just need to do what's right for us. We can't force things if they don't want to happen. We just have to follow the river we're on and hope that things get better. I'm going to try and do my best to get the situation to improve. I really hope it does, and I really want it to do so. I don't know what you think about this. I want you here by my side, and I want you to help me. I want you to know that I'm not doing this on purpose. I really don't want us all to argue like this. I don't want this to get out of hand. I want to have a good relationship with your mom and dad. I want that too, and I'm going to support you in all of this. But when they talk like that and make you mad, it upsets me too. In the future, it might be a good idea if I go and see my parents on my own.
I don't want you to have to go through that kind of thing again. I don't like to see you unhappy.
Thanks for that.
They don't need to see you if it's going to make you feel bad. They caused this, so why should you have to suffer?
Mom, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. What is it? What do you want?
I think it might be a good idea if you stop drinking so much. Don't you think you've had enough?
If I want to drink, then I'm going to drink. I've got nothing else to do with my life. If I didn't do this, then what would I do? I can't afford expensive hobbies. This is one of my few pleasures in life, so please let me get on with it. I know my limit. I'm not drinking too much. If it starts to harm my body, then I'll drink less. I'll be fine.
I'm still a bit worried about you. Why don't you drink less now?
I don't want to hear it. Anything else?
There is something I want to ask you. Why do you still live with Dad?
What do you mean? Where did this question come from?
Do you love him? Are you happy about your life with him?
It's okay. It happened, and now we're still together.
Why don't you leave him? What do you think about that? It might be better for you and Tim if you left him and started a new life on your own. Are you happy fighting and arguing all the time? Does it make you feel good?
You just get on with your life, and I'll get on with mine. I'm used to this. It doesn't bother me.
But you're always fighting with him about this and that. You can't be happy with it all.
It doesn't bother me that much. I don't think we argue all the time. You're exaggerating things a little here. What would I do with my life if I didn't live with him? I'd be all on my own, and things might be even worse for me. I don't know why you want me to do this. You'll understand better when you're older. As you get older, your options shrink, and you just have to make do with what you've got. I wouldn't want to live on my own. I'd feel really bad about it. I want to be with someone. Someone you argue with is better than no one at all.
So you're just going to be with him all your life, even though you argue and fight all the time? You like that? Is that what you really want?
I can't walk away from him. I need him in my life. I don't know what I'd do without him, so I'm going to stay. You just keep your nose out of this and let me get on with my life. I don't need you asking questions.
You want to come with me to see them? I thought you didn't want to see them again.
I think I should put in some effort and come to see them with you.
If you want to come, then I'm not going to stop you, but you really don't have to. You could just stay here in peace if you want.
It's fine. I'll come with you. I'm not bothered by it all. I'm going to face them and we're going to get along.
You could just call them if you wanted to call them.
I don't think that's going to be enough. I want to make an effort to go and see them. It's Father's Day today, so why not put in some effort? I'm sure they'll be happy to see me. I think I can cope with it all in small doses. It won't be too much for me to take. It might make me mad, but I can't just hide from them forever. At some point, you need to face the music and face your problems. For me, that time is now. So I'm coming to see your mom and dad.
Are you sure?
It's your mom and dad. I'll have to try and be nice to them. I'll do it for you.
If you really want to. You don't have to, but you can if you want to.
Let's see how this goes. Hopefully better than last time. I don't want to fight with them again.
So you're trying to tell me that it's getting better?
That's right. I've been to the doctor and he's told me that it's getting better.
So you might be able to have a child after all.
We're going to try our best and hope it happens. Dreams can come true.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not convinced it's going to happen myself.
Come on, you don't have to be like that today. Be a bit nicer for once. Try to be normal for once and don't try to make a scene. I don't want you ruining this again.
Good idea. Let's try to be nice to each other for a change. I don't want any arguing. Let's try to say nice things only and not try to upset each other. I don't try to upset people at all. I just say what needs to be said. If you need to tell someone something, then there's no point keeping it inside. I'm not going to hide my feelings if I want to tell you something. I'm someone who can read people well. I can read situations and I act when I need to. If there's something to be said or done, then you can count on me to do it. Isn't that right, Wendy? I'm right? I don't know what to say. Why haven't you called me in a long time? Have you been ignoring me? Were you worried that I was going to say something that might upset you? There's no need for that. You just need to learn to be a bit stronger when people give you advice. I'm only trying to help you.
You didn't call to ask how we were. I'm not happy about it. Now you've come here to see us as if nothing even happened.
I didn't want to talk to you because you often act like this. You're confrontational and you don't listen when I talk. I didn't want to go through it all again. When I talk to you, I feel like I'm being interviewed. In fact, I'd say it was more stressful than that. It's even worse than an interview. Why would I want to call you when this is how you talk to me?
We didn't do anything wrong. You're just making a big deal over nothing. Every time we see you, you say things like this when nothing bad was ever said to you. Do you hate me or something? You can't stand the sight of me. Is there a problem with us? We're just trying to guide you in the right direction in life.
You both say the same things and it's not nice. I don't like it. It hurts me every time I come here and talk to you. Last time I went home and I cried for days over what you said to me. I wanted you to be nice to me, but instead you tried to put me down. You think that's the right thing to do? I don't.
Is this why you don't want to talk to us? You're avoiding us because of this. You can't just cut us out of your life because it's not convenient for you. You have to compromise and cooperate with people, especially if it's your family.
It was all a bit too much for me and I needed some time alone.
What a load of nonsense.
How can you say that? You must know that things are not good between us. Why can't you see that this is your fault? Who wants to live like this? Who wants to be having arguments all the time? I don't want to do this. I wish you felt the same way. I don't want to go through my life being hurt by people who are supposed to be supporting me.
It can't have upset you that much. It was only a few words. You're making a big deal over nothing. I don't care if it hurt you a little bit. You needed to know these things. You're just being too sensitive when other people give their opinions. I can't believe that you're this old and you still get upset like this. You need to grow up a little bit.
I was having health problems and instead of gathering around and supporting me, you tried to hurt me. You can't put someone down like that. It wasn't my fault and I didn't deserve that.
I cared because it's about my future. My grandchildren, if I'm even going to have any. What did you expect from me? I'm only human and I said what I wanted to.
It's okay to say what you think, but there are ways to do it without hurting people. You can't just insult people and be rude. You have to be a bit more considerate when talking about people's health issues. What you did back then, it caused me so much pain. I hope you can appreciate this. I want us to have a better relationship with each other. In the future, I want us to get along with each other and not have this trouble between us. If you can't change, then I won't be able to see you. You're going to have to do things without me.
What if I say sorry to you? Is that going to make it better? Are you going to forgive me? I'm sorry about it. I didn't realize that it was hurting you so much.
She doesn't sound like she means it, but it's better than nothing at all. We might be able to build on this and make things work in the future. I didn't talk to you for these last few months, and that's really been a shame. I don't want it to go on like this. I'm hoping we can move on and start again. I hope we can have a better future together. You're my husband's parents, and we need to have a good relationship. We can't hate each other and we can't fight. We have to find a way to make things work. I hope you feel the same way that I do.
They didn't say much more after that. I've never seen them be so lost for words. It seems you might have got through to them and made them realize how you feel.
I hope I did. I did notice that they changed their attitude a bit then.
It was a shock. I enjoyed it. I've never known them to be so polite and quiet.
I just want us to go on like this from now on. I want us to be happy with each other.
You think this might be a turning point? You think things are going to get better?
I hope so. Certainly better than in the past. I want to be brave from now on. I'm not going to accept things as they are. I'm going to tell my parents that they need to break up. I'll do it for their own good.
You want them to break up? Are you sure?
I want them to have a better life, and I want us to be happy too. I think we need to get rid of these bad relationships. If you can't get along with people, then you need to let them go. It's for the best. I know that. From that day onwards, Kath and Greg did their best to not upset me. They changed their way of talking, and we're starting to rebuild our relationship. They told me that they wouldn't do it again. They try their best to be nicer to me and not hurt me. I really feel better about the whole thing now. I think we're really having a better time together. It's not as stressful as it was in the past. Things are really looking up. I was so hurt back then, but now I'm starting to feel like we've all grown for the better because of it. I want to feel that people are on my side, that they're with me. It's my biggest hope for the future. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.